next wine, which is from Baronía de Turís, which is our producer right here, Flavius. And this is called Luna di Mar. Now, we're also getting out of Tempranillo, and we're starting to introduce some other varieties here. So we're blending Tempranillo with 3 internationals, with Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Syrah. Kind of like Super Tuscan in Bulgari, where Syrah is blended with Cab Merlot. So exactly like that, like Guado Altasso, for example. So instead of the indigenous being Sangiovese that you see in Tuscany for that kind of Super Tuscan blend, what we're looking at is Tempranillo, the big, main grape of Spain. Again, though, look at this nice moderate alcohol, 13%, not trying to be something just for weight and heft, which is really, really important. So go ahead and take a nose at that. The vintage. Yeah, so the vintage, we'll have the bottles coming up in just a second.
I think it's there, isn't it? Right there in front.
Oh, thank you. So this is also a, did you ever see your sommelier tableside? You asked a question and they just started on it's their first night on the floor, and they ask you a question, they're like, it's a 2008. The winery was located 4,000 levels above. 2008. So the Luna del Mar is a 2008, and then the next, our number 12, which is wine number 6, is a 2007. And here, so we have the oak aging that we've introduced, and so it's going to be a little older. And the oak is going to add another element to the wines on top of the fruit flavor. And here, the blend, too, is going to add an element of intrigue.
I don't know if you'd be happy. I'm asking this question. Do you know the percentages of how much is in?
Well, you happen to be sitting right next door to the producer.
No clue what it was. Just those grapes, and you threw them all together and put them in there.
Whatever was left from something else.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Don't let me speak
I know.
It changes every number.
This is this year, though.
Whatever was left, it's a house blend.
It's not to open the moment.
So so the producer has just shared that it's a very precise blend of, he's not quite sure what percentage of these 4 grapes. It's a proprietary recipe.
That's what I meant.
These are suggested retail prices?
Yeah, if they're available in the market. Yeah, a lot of them are without distributor yet, but the prices are low, really low in general. They're a little bit higher as we get into the oaked ones. And we do have some producers here that during the tapas tasting can talk more about who their importers are, who their distributors are, because it's frustrating to talk about the wine and not know how much they are and where they're available. So we're going to work on that for you. So do you see here a little bit, another layer there? So besides the blend, which is really unique, so we are introducing the internationals, but we're also introducing some oak. Do you see the difference here? What's the difference? About $5. No. Some vanilla, some spicy notes. You feel the tannins, you feel the body, a little bit of. And the Tempranillo gets lost a little bit, absolutely, just like Sangiovese gets lost in many of these in fact, in many simple Sangioveses that add 20% Cabernet, the Sangiovese, like Pinot Noir, like Tempranillo, all 3 of those are very delicate grapes. And here, the Tempranillo is absolutely getting overwhelmed by the other grapes. And it does lose the character, but it's moon of the ocean. So back on the beach. Okay, so come with me back to the beach. The sun has set. It's dark. Remember, this is Valencia, so the sand is warm. The sun is set. The moon is up. It's a full moon. There goes Antonio Banderas and Giselle Bündchen and Bradley Cooper, the sexiest man on the U.S. Giselle, help me out here. Who? Gina Lollobrigida and Penelope Cruz, and so in your imagination, whoever it is walking along the beach, hand in hand, as you're drinking this wine.
Catherine, will you give me a heads up when you want the sparkling port?
Yes, always, immediately. No, in about 20 minutes. About 15 minutes, actually. Again, so, you know, and I'm not making fun of the name Luna del Mar. I'm not making fun and trying to say it's this whole story, but this is the story. As a sommelier, tableside in a restaurant, many of you are, and you sell wine. You get out there to the table, and you have to sell it. And this is something that servers can sell, Luna del Mar. Servers and many folks in this country, in the restaurant industry, that, you know, Spanish is the first language, Luna del Mar, instead of Chateau Margaux, Premier Grand Cru Glacé, you know, all that stuff gets lost. And it's like Yellow Label. What is Yellow Label? I don't know, but I like it. That's what I drink my whole life. So Luna del Mar, from a marketing standpoint, is great. And then when you put it together with actually the beach in Valencia under the full moon, the whole story, the grapes, you know, it's unique.